Hello everybody, it's Matt here with FoxHaven Roofing in South Florida, and I want to discuss something we talk about all the time with our homeowners. Maybe you're just looking for some information yourself, and that is a shingle roof versus a metal roof. There's a couple major talking points on these two roof systems that should be important to you as a homeowner here in South Florida. First and foremost, I personally didn't know this coming from the state of Pennsylvania, where if you were looking to purchase a home and you found a house with a 12-year shingle roof on it, you were essentially buying a house with a pretty new roof. Shingle roofs in Pennsylvania are 40 to 50-year roofs. I found out quickly when I got into the Florida roofing market that a 12-year shingle roof is essentially a dinosaur. You're gonna have to replace that roof within the next couple of years just because of the amount of wind, sun, and rain that we see in the state. The shingles age at an accelerated rate. So if you're looking to buy a home in the state of Florida and you're moving from out of state, it's good to keep in mind, a good thing to keep in mind that if a shingle is over 10 years old, it's getting a little bit into its lifespan there. Next big talking item for shingles versus metal, I guess, would probably be the lifespan. Like I was saying, shingles here, 10, 12 years at best before they become pretty brittle. These granules on the shingles will start to wash off as a result of, again, excessive wind, sun, and rain. Whereas on a metal roof, you know, we're not going to see any signs of wear and tear on this. After 12 or 15 years, we have our roof penetrations that are, you know, they're put on with roof adhesive caulking essentially. That stuff could use some maintenance around that 12 to 15 year part or even replacement, but it's not a total roof covering. It's a pretty nominal expense to a homeowner to do those maintenances. So, you know, from that standpoint, we're looking at potentially 15 years if you're lucky with a shingle roof, and your metal roof lasting as long as 40, maybe even 50 years. So from that perspective, the upfront investment on shingles is a little bit less, right? Maybe you're paying, let's say if your shingle roof is 20 grand, your metal roof might be 27.5, right? But by the time this roof needs to be replaced, you'll be on your third shingle roof. So upfront investment, yeah, a little more for metal, but long-term investment, shingle is definitely gonna cost you a whole lot more. In kind of going hand in hand with that is the insurance companies. Anybody who lives in the state of Florida is familiar with the conversation around your roof associated with your insurance. If your roof's past a certain age and, you know, if it's a certain material, being shingle or maybe even tile, your insurance company is going to start sending out inspectors to take a look at the condition of your roof. This roof is going to show signs of aging. Your insurance company is going to be able to come up, see that granule loss and say, hey, your roof is no longer protecting your home. You need to replace it or you need to pay more for your insurance. Whereas if their inspector were to show up, inspect a metal roof, they're just going to be looking at metal. It doesn't age. You see drive-by metal roofs that have been up there for 20 years and they're still fine. So from that perspective, again, metal kind of wins that battle. And again, in Florida, everybody knows we have pretty aggressive storm systems that come through every year. The storm protection, it's not even close. Shingle roof has typically 135 to 150 mile an hour wind rating, which does say it will protect you against those winds, but it will only be warranted once. So if you experience those winds and have no damage to your roof, your warranty's gone. Your roof experienced a wind event over the warranty guarantee, so now your roof is no longer covered by the warranty. Whereas this one is going to protect you up over 260 miles an hour, which would have to be a tornado directly up Main Street in order to reach those wind speeds. So a ton of extra protection here. Another big talking point is even at those wind speeds, a shingle can rip. I shouldn't be able to pick up your roofing material and pull it in half like that. I don't stand nearly the chance of doing any damage to this type of roof. You know, so if we're talking wind protection and protecting your home and your family, metal definitely a way better option. It's not to say that a shingle roof is not a good roof and it can't get you through a couple of years. It totally can. But metal is far superior for all the things that we face as Florida homeowners. So with that said, you know, careful process making a roof decision here in Florida because there are so many options. But if you were asking most any professional here, they'd probably steer you in the direction of metal just for all the reasons that I hit on. You know, they last a lot longer with the conditions here. It's going to be good for your insurance long term. Your insurance company's not going to spike your rate because they know that your roof is still protecting you. And again, protection from the storms, peace of mind for you and your family. So hopefully that was pretty informative. I did my best, and I look forward to talking to you again next time. Thanks.